Hello and welcome to the online tour of Crossroads Change in Rural America. Now, Crossroads has been made possible in Scooba, Mississippi at East Mississippi Community College by the Mississippi Humanities Council. Crossroads Change in Rural America is part of the Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institution and state humanities councils nationwide. Support for Museum on Main Street has been provided by the United States Congress. So again, hello and welcome to this online tour. So the first piece we're going to look at is the introductory piece that is, as you can see, just a general introduction for the exhibit itself. So in 1900, about 40% of Americans lived in rural areas, and by 2010, less than 18% of the United States population lived in rural areas. So in just over a century, massive economic and social changes led to massive growth of Americans' urban areas, yet less than 10% of the United States land mass is considered urban. Now, many Americans assume that rural communities are endangered and hanging on by a thread, suffering from outmigration, ailing schools, and overused land. But that perception is far from true in many areas. Many rural Americans work hard to sustain their communities. Why should revitalizing the rural places left behind matter to those who remain, those who left, and those who will come in the future? All Americans benefit from rural America's successes. We can learn great things from listening to those stories. There is much more to the story of rural America. So this exhibit offers small towns a chance to look at their own paths, to highlight the changes that affect their fortunes over the past centuries, and the exhibit will prompt discussions about what happened when America's rural population became a minority of the country's population, and kind of the ripple effects that occurred. So Crossroads, in a nutshell, it just really explores what rural communities are like and how they've had to grow and change with the passing of time. So I really like the introductory panel, and I want to go on now to the next pieces, but before I move on to the second panel in the exhibit, I want to ask this one question, and it is a question that is on that introductory panel. At your own crossroads, which direction will you head? Toward the countryside or away from it? All right, and again, that's all I really have to say about this introductory panel, and I will see you guys in the exhibit room.